the Griffs there. That's not the big 30 on the. No, it's the 59th edition of this Great Lakes Invitational. We'll talk about the history of this as it goes along, because obviously Michigan Tech, not only the host school, they are the founding school of this tournament. Here are the Huskies with it. That's Joe Prouty on the rush out of his own end. Prouty with a wrister. Save made. Rebound lay there. It's kicked out by the defense. We have our first power play of the hockey game coming up. Far circle, and Bartoszewicz right there to make the save for Michigan Tech. Just dawned on me here because Kevin and Zach are up there behind that Michigan Tech net. You're between the benches. I'm probably the only safe one in this entire building right now. Net brought out of there by Michigan Tech, and again, back and forth we go with the Redhawks taking over the puck in the offensive end. The side of the net, right out in front. Quinn scores! Had a little bit of a screen in front, and he's able to beat Bartoszewicz on the stick side. That one's going to count, and Miami leads it 1-0.
Just sneaking in from the point, using that little bit of traffic, and Bartoszewicz, you saw him shrug there right at the tail end.
And Quinn to the line, and he's able to finally, well, they do hold the zone. To the far side they go, side of the net, wrapped out in front. Bartoszewicz the save. They head it back out to the point, set things back up. Near side, Giappa off of bodies, and the Huskies are there. And the Huskies up the far wall. Michigan Tech looking towards the middle. They got Gordon to the right, and they'll drop it to Isaac Gordon right there. To the side of the net they go. Right out in front, save made, and it laid there for a moment. And Miami able to clear it out of there and get it out of the way of their goaltender, Mateo Drobic. Great look on the offensive end by the Huskies, looking for more now. Sardarian back out on top. Wrister through traffic. Here's the return again. Score! No one knew where that puck was, Dave. And it just rolled right out, and Michigan Tech has tied it at 1-1.
Joe Prouty knew where it was. He hasn't had a lot of goals for Michigan Tech or for Lindenwood. He was looking down thinking he still had the puck, I think, Mark.
Yep.
Yeah, just took that contact there from his own guy. Now, any goaltender interference? I don't think, because it was his own player.
Bring to college hockey has just been a lot of fun to see as it's picked off. Huskies looking in front, backhand in, save made. As walking in was Trembecki, and he gets robbed by Mateo Drobic.
Got trapped back on the line, and it didn't look like he was going to be able to come up with that dead to rights.
Huskies are there, and they will move up ice. Big hit thrown there, and the Redhawks able to knock the puck free. Lepa behind the net, right in front, score!
Got 2 of the last 3 that they've scored, and has given his team the lead.
All of our action in the net. Up ahead, here's Braden Bame once again. He'll spin and wait for his teammates to join up. Between the circles, shot in, save made, rebounds off the pipe. Oh, he hit the goalpost from point-blank range. And there is a question now whether that shot that hit the goalpost actually was in. And we'll see if we can take a look at that one here in a little bit, but that's a lot back behind the play. Backhand in, and Miami's equalized it on just a tic-tac-toe play to Ryan Smith. He just hit the brakes there.
So what they're asking about right now on the Michigan Tech bench is whether or not that shot from Janssen actually went in the net.
Quinn got to it in his own end, but lost it to Sardarian. Great look towards the middle, but just out of the reach of his line mate in Miami, just that quickly back the other direction. Far wing, shot in, save made by Bartoszewicz. That may have had some help from the defense. We'll see what the special teams does to the flow of this game, as Koskaperti can't win the draw. And back up ahead here are the Redhawks the other way. Foot race right out in front. Bartoszewicz with the save, but we're going to have an equalizing penalty here against Michigan. Back the other way are the Redhawks. Huskies stepped right in front of it once again. They look for Sardarian on the far side. Here we come. Steven Sardarian hits the brakes right out in front. Save made, rebound, score!
One of my favorite phrases in hockey is activate your defenseman. Anderson all the way up the ice there. The Redhawks were watching the wingers, but the D slipped in.
Around here to the near side. They force it up the wall, do the Huskies. And that's going to be onside as they bring it across. Wrister in, backhand save made. And again, just a tic-tac-toe play. Noah Reinhardt and went wide. Jack Anderson sweeping at it there for the Huskies, but not out. Power play continues. As a shot in, save made off this knob of the stick, Dave. I don't know if you saw that or not. Keeping an eye on the goal down to our right. That's where the goaltender from Miami is inching his way towards the bench, and there he goes. Extra attacker comes out here for the Redhawks. Here's Sardarian. Just going to fire this the length of the rink. It is in on net and score.
His second time this year that he's come up with an empty net goal to pretty much ice the game. The other one.
That diving play made by Michigan Tech's Tyler Miller to knock the puck out of there. It is swept out of the zone. Empty net again for Michigan Tech. Tom Leppa going to flip it in, and it's a 5-2 game.
Well, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2 doesn't really make a difference in the tournament. Steven Sardarian was there. Wanted to be sure and get over the center ice line, and that one pretty true right into the goal.
And Michigan Tech is going to have a date tomorrow in the championship game of their own tournament with a 5-2 win over the Miami Redhawks here in Grand Rapids. As they get the win,